audience.
Yeah.
This is amazing. You guys just woke us up. We don't need this coffee.
Did. Well, you guys, we are having so much fun all week with our amazing guest co-host, Mel B.
They're awesome.
Did you guys check out her pants when she walked out?
Yes.
My
She is
They're
ready
so
for a
sparkly.
good time.
Sparkle it up, baby.
Are you having
Like
fun?
it.
I am having fun.
You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Yeah, ready?
Yeah.
I'm going to learn that accent by the end of this week. All right, so Mel, you've been on NBC's hit show, America's Got Talent. I love that show. I can't believe it's been 5 years.
I can't believe it's been 5 years. It seemed
my
like
God.
yesterday.
Wow.
I mean, this show is so much fun to be on. I get the best seat in the house. I get to be entertained for hours on end, watching people make fools of themselves, watching people cry, laugh. It's brilliant.
What's it
Absolutely
like?
brilliant.
Obviously, Nick Cannon is on the show, Heidi Klum, everybody. What's it like? What's your cast like there?
You know what? It's like family. It's like this.
I love
Really?
it.
Yeah, it really is. It's so comfortable.
Yeah.
Everybody's so lovely, from the crew to everyone.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
Oh, wow.
I feel very lovely. I feel very, very lovely.
Okay, I've always wanted to ask you this because you see so much great talent.
Yeah.
Has there ever been a runner-up that you thought should have won?
You know, I'm a bit of a sucker because I think everybody deserves to win.
Right.
I think it's unfair that only one person wins. But you know what? Actually getting on the show, you get so exposed that you have a really fruitful career no matter what.
That is
So
true.
there are winners in
That
my
is
eyes.
That's true. If you manage it right, you can
Yeah,
get something.
it's a win-win situation.
I always tell people, because I was in Star Search and I didn't win Star Search. But you don't remember who beat me because I'm on TV and they're not.
There you go.
No shade.
Beyonce didn't win Star Search.
Exactly.
Beyonce didn't
So,
win.
all the
it's-
way.
I auditioned and I didn't even make it on Star Search.
Oh, well, dang. Well, you, and
my
then you
sister
had a
And then T and I got
Ed
sister
McMahon
sister.
didn't pick you guys?
My sister and I, no, he did not. He did not. My sister and I did like a little fun little dance routine. We didn't even make it. But look at us now. Hey, never give up.
And
Never give
actually,
up.
those experiences, it really depends on your attitude right after that happens, too. Because you could take it and be like, oh, man, I wasn't meant for this. Forget it. Phooey, throw everything out the window. Or you can take it and go, no, you know what? God didn't say no. God said not now.
Yes, very true, Jeannie. Very true. I love that saying.
Not no, just not now.
Well, speaking of success, the movie Hidden Figures, not Hidden Fences, Hidden Figures,
Had to.
a film about African-American women in the early days of the space program, came in #1 at the box office this past weekend. Yes. Now, the film stars Janelle Monáe, Octavia Spencer, and the great Taraji P. Henson. And Taraji even spoke out on her Instagram about coming in #1 at the box office. She said, and I quote, "I have been told my entire career Black women can't open films domestically or internationally. Well, anything is possible. Most importantly, this proves that people like good material. It has nothing to do with gender or race."
I love it.
Right on, girl.
I love it.
I'm a former woman of STEM, that's science, technology, engineering, and math. And for this to be a movie based on women in STEM, it's long overdue. I mean, because these women have been doing so many great things. And it's not only Black women that are in the movie. They're just women in general. Because what people don't realize, back then, they only wanted women to do the calculations. Because that was supposed to be woman's work. And the men were supposed to do the engineering part of it. So that's the reason why you had those women that came in there. So if it wasn't for these women, John Glenn wouldn't have never gotten to the moon.
Yes.
I mean, John Glenn orbited the Earth, okay? Buzz got to the moon, okay? But that, because of those calculations and things like that, this would have never happened because of those women. So it's a great movie to go see.
It is.
It really, really is.
It is awesome.
Oh, my God.
I know for me, after I watched it, I just felt so empowered because the whole motto of the film is believing in yourself even when the odds are against you.
Right.
And that's what they did.
Yes.
And I love that they band together. And the cast was absolutely phenomenal. Their chemistry is seamless. It's like butter. It feels as if they knew each other, you know, for years. So congratulations to you guys. I also just want to remind everyone to tune into The Real this Friday. I actually got the chance to sit down and interview Taraji for the show. I'm so happy. I'm so happy she came by. It was amazing. She is awesome. She's one of those people, because I've known her, you guys, for over 20 years. She was on Sister Sister back in the day, and it was just great to be able to catch up with her. We hadn't seen each other in a long time. But what I loved about her is she's the same person as she was when I met her over 20 years ago. Hollywood did not change her in a negative way. If anything, I told her she changed Hollywood. She impacted it in such a powerful, inspirational, and positive way. She is very wise, you guys. So
you know,
I had a lot of fun
interviewed her as well for my radio show, Cafe Mocha Radio. She always supports us.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And Octavia, I've been knowing Octavia Spencer for so long, and for these women to have this type of movie and for it to be #1, they've been working so hard that they're finally getting recognition. For Octavia to be the Oscar winner, it's just great. We can talk about this one all day, but we're going to move on.
But next, you guys, Veronica Wells, a writer at Madame Noir, recently wrote an article that posed the question, you guys, if you're married to a black woman, does that mean that you get to make stereotypical black jokes?
Okay, this is interesting.
All right. Well, the article was written in response to a recent incident surrounding Atlanta Hawks general manager Wes Wilcox, who apologized after making a racially insensitive joke at a season ticket holder event. Wilcox said, quote, "I know you guys may be angry with me, but I'm used to it because I have a black wife and 3 mixed kids, so I'm used to people being angry and argumentative."
Ooh.
Wow.
Shame on him.
Lonnie,
That's terrible.
as a comedian, do you think that there's anything funny about what he said?
This is the thing about jokes, okay? You need to leave the jokes to the comedians because the adjectives that he's using is really messed up. If you're going to do a self-deprecating joke, which is what he was trying to do, he should have talked about himself.
Yeah, that's how that works.
Instead of incorporate his wife and his family. If your wife is angry, it's not because she's black, it's because you made a stupid joke. That's why she's angry. Okay?
I would be offended if he called me just angry. What he said just wasn't cool.
It's no way. And then
Not
the
cool
mixed
at all.
kids, I think he's so proud of his family, but he was trying to make a point, but it's just a stupid point.
It wasn't,
you know,
funny.
It wasn't funny, and it wasn't a nice point.
No, that's the thing.
But sometimes men act like that. I mean, first of all, I'm sorry, guys. I mean, what do you think, Mel? I'm sorry. What do you think?
I just think any jokes about colour, period, should not be happening.
You're right.
That's my opinion. I don't like it.
See, okay, so being married to a Caucasian man, for me, in my marriage, I think it's interesting and humorous when Freddie picks up on things that my family, I'm not talking about all Asian families out there, but he's like, why do we have to bargain every single thing that we buy? And I'm like, that's a my family thing. We just always want to find a better deal. But if he were to go out there and say, Joe, that's just Asian people always need to find a deal, that's going to offend somebody out there because you can't speak for everybody else out there because the only one you know is me. So you got to be careful when you generalize.
You know? Generalize.
Yeah, and he said it publicly. The thing about that joke, too, is that it perpetuates a stereotype that is untrue.
Exactly.
And it's like you got the angry black woman, now you got the half black kids, and they angry at you, and you just, it's just a
like
mess.
black people are carrying an angry gene. Like, that is just dumb.
It's like, it's just totally not true. So that's the reason, you know, we are very, very sensitive, and I think these are really good times to be sensitive because there are a lot of things that's happening in the country. So it's really good that we check when this type of thing happens and that people say, you know, I'm offended by that, and I want you to know why I'm offended, and let's do something about it so that everybody understands.
And maybe he'll learn and move on from this situation,
You guys may think this is wrong.
What?
Okay, you are a black woman married to a white man.
Yes.
Tell me if I'm wrong. Like, is it Mayor Bellagio? Oh,
Blasio.
wow. Let me get that right. Bellagio is a hotel in Vegas.
Yes.
Mayor de Blasio in New York, he is married to a black woman. He walked into a conference, I think a press conference, and happened to say that to please excuse him for being late, he was on CP time.
Right.
Color people time.
Correct. Yeah, so people were offended by that.
Because
And
color
obviously-
people time is supposed to be the stereotype 15
Maybe
minutes
I'm
late.
just
15
too
minutes late.
English. We don't do jokes like that in
No?
England. We really don't. Like, colour jokes are just not acceptable.
Well, I applaud England for
British
that.
thing. I really think it's a British thing.
Yeah, with that
No.
being said, a lot of people obviously were offended by this. And tell me if I'm wrong, but like, I low-key blame his wife.
Why?
Well, as the woman, you should be like, you should not be saying that. Like, I'm not trying to be funny, but like, even, okay, Israel was raised in a white family, but he was raised in a Latino community. So obviously now he's married to a Latina woman.
Yeah.
I would educate him and be like,
True.
don't say that. Like, that's not something you say. That's not funny.
Yeah, 'cause
like,
no,
is
this
there
is-
anything you've had to tell Adam, like, don't do that, don't say that?
Adam is just not that
Yeah, he's
type of
not.
person. He
Yeah.
just doesn't think, I think he'll agree with you, Mel, or he'll just say, leave it to the comedians. He doesn't even try to make racially driven jokes, because my honey
My
is
husband.
sometimes just not funny. So,
So it's not the race thing.
all the time.
no. So I think he's just very careful just in general, you know?
But that's what you're supposed to be. And it doesn't matter whether you're married to somebody or not. I don't think it was the wife's fault because you don't know if the wife actually has probably told him. I think that he was trying to be funny. Again, this is men not thinking. And he just said, I'm going to make it funny.
Yes,
and
but,
it's not.
but what I see about what Adrian
was
is
trying to
saying
be
is that
cool.
when you're in a blended marriage or a blended relationship, friends, anything,
Some people
coworkers,
really don't know.
you have the gift to bring up and educate to each other things that you didn't know growing up in your culture.
Yeah.
I had to check one of Freddie's friends because he called me Oriental, and I had to explain to him that I'm not a rug.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Let's be funny. Wait, this is
I was
super
checked, you guys.
important.
Actually,
For those that don't know, I think it's important that you
explain
don't
it.
know.
Very
Educated
funny.
explain.
I'm just saying, and that was no shade, you guys. Like,
No,
honestly,
Jeannie, a lot of
he
people
did
don't know.
Let her
So
explain.
Some people don't know that when there are certain terminology, there's certain terminology that you use to describe certain objects and things. Like the word Oriental, that describes something manufactured. That describes
People are not.
a type of thing, where it's made and the culture behind it, not a person. So you can't say someone is Oriental because
What
it's
should you
inappropriate.
say?
You should say they're Asian, or you should say
Exactly.
they're Vietnamese, or just say I'm Jeannie.
I have to
You're
tell
a
you-
woman. It doesn't have to be just color.
I actually was checked. I was checked by my white husband, to be honest with you guys.
What'd he say?
What did
Well,
you say?
I made a sandwich. You
put
guys know where I'm
mayonnaise on
going.
it?
You know where I'm
No,
going.
I know.
Go ahead.
They know where I'm going. So I made a sandwich, and I had some mayonnaise, and I said, Adam, do you want a lot of mayo on your sandwich? Because when I
say mayo.
I know, but it's kind of like a racial thing that white people love mayonnaise.
They do.
And black people love, fried chicken.
We like
but I
hot
didn't
sauce.
mean it. I didn't mean it in a derogative way.
did he
I was
say?
trying to help
I had no
him.
idea.
He said, Tamara, I don't like mayo just because I'm white. I actually hate mayo. So I was... Thank you, Adam, for teaching me
wow.
that not all white people
Like
like
mayonnaise.
mayonnaise.
We're talking
I
about
love
a
it.
mayor. We're
I
talking
love
about a
mayonnaise.
mayor of New York, and the other man was the GM of an NBA team. So they're professionals. They should know better about jokes.
And we should help wherever someone
Yes,
doesn't
and be
know.
helpful. If you are a wife, if you are a friend, if you
Yes.
notice that someo's calling people
Yeah, but if they don't
Oriental.
listen, then they're going to have to find out publicly like they doing now.
Well,
so that's
hello.
what happens.
This
you
was
know?
a PSA.
Yeah.
Glad we could help you.
I learned.